the frontline warriors, the police of Hyderabad. I am delighted to be here amongst those women who bravely voiced your choices and have become the voice and the vision of millions of women who are unheard. It's because of your efforts and hard work that we girls in Hyderabad are able to live safe and celebrate every day as Women's Day. I consider myself extremely lucky to be part of this generation where I'm just a click away from getting immediate help in dire situations, be it a call, a WhatsApp message, a Twitter message, or the police apps which are available. All the recently approved drone cameras for women's safety are just a click away, which is an amazing amalgamation and integration of technology and friendly policing. I feel safe here. Thank you, Hyderabad Police and SHE teams. Well, the theme of International Women's Day 2021 is Choose to Challenge. A challenged world is an alert world, and from challenges comes a change. I choose to challenge myself. I'm Dr. Tejaswini Manogna, a young Indian with many passions. Thank you for that wonderful introduction. I'm a medical doctor, Miss India Earth 2019, All India's Best Cadet of NCC, honored by the Prime Minister and President of India, a graded Bharatanatyam artist, a certified yoga practitioner, a motivational speaker, a philanthropist, and eco-activist. I come from a very, very simple family, leading a very ordinary life, but my goals in life are a little above ordinary. And I am known for growing from humble beginnings to becoming a motivating factor to youngsters across the country. My journey from stage performing as a young Bharatanatyam artist to the army fields, to the hospital, to the ramp, and back to the hospital now has been very educative. I grew up idealizing women like you and my mother, who set an example to me by voicing your choices, bravely stepping out of your house in chase of your dream, standing strong on your feet against all the societal odds, breaking stereotypes, carving your way to success in unconventional fields, creating your own identity while gracefully balancing and justifying your family as a mother, as a child, as a daughter, as a sister, as a friend, and whatnot. Isn't that multitasking? Hats off to you all. Well, I think that's where I developed this quality of, strong belief system that if a woman resolves to be successful and if she can be focused, determined, and manage her time properly, there is nothing that she can't achieve. Change is possible. Back in school, probably when I was in my 4th or 5th grade, that was when I received a first prize for a competition from Shika Goyal ma'am, who's not here today. And I remember going home and sharing with my entire family that, I met this amazing young IPS women officer. I want to be like her someday. And I still admire you all. And I feel so proud to be standing here on this day in front of you all, in front of all the officers gathered here. For a girl child, empowerment starts at home itself. Ruling out the societal norms of you are a girl and you can't do it, my parents gave me wings and let me follow my passion. My passion for nation building made me undergo the NCC Army training, where after 6 months of rigorous training, I was rejected. With a fighting passion, I rose back like a phoenix. I worked hard for 18 hours a day with rifle drill, rifle shooting, group discussions, extempores, and commanding the boys' contingent. And I stood out to become the All India's best cadet among 13 lakh cadets in NCC, receiving the Prime Minister's Medal and President's Baton. Later, I represented India as the youth ambassador in the SAARC nations and received the SAARC country's medal from the Sri Lankan president. Well, this was a journey which taught me discipline, commandership, and leadership qualities. And I always wanted to be in service of my nation in real terms, and that's when I resolved to be a doctor. I bagged a seat in Osmania Medical College, and I worked with increased amount of responsibility in the government hospital. My aim in life is to reach out to wider audience in service to humanity, and hence I reached out to numerous government schools and colleges where I worked for the upliftment of children, youth, and women. I remember traveling to women's jails, Chanchalguda. I performed there just to inspire the women there and their kids also. So I think being a doctor and a philanthropist is a journey which keeps teaching me patience, tolerance, and perseverance. And I want to keep my art form and my cultural art form alive for the younger generation, using it as a weapon of peace. And hence, for the past 16 years, I have been performing Bharatanatyam and I've given around 2,500 shows all over the world. And also, as a yoga practitioner, a lot of y'all must be seeing me in TV. Generally, these days, around 8:30, you see me every day performing yoga and teaching yoga. Also, I had the privilege of training few of the young trainees of the task force battalions in Hyderabad in yoga. And I think this is that which teaches me balance in life. It helps me stay balanced. It teaches me flexibility and gives me a peace of mind. And my vision to be the voice of women and the ambassador of youth challenged me to step out of my comfort zone and chase my dream of becoming the Miss India Earth 2019. You've seen an old video where the latest updates are not yet in it. I had advocated for major environmental and humanitarian issues from local communities to international platform on this platform and received a lot of medals from India for India. This was definitely not an easy journey. What is expected out of a beauty pageant winner is movies. But in contrast to it, the reason and the vision why I was on that platform is that I wanted to be an ambassador of the youth, being an ambassador on the international platforms like UNICEF, WHO. Well, that dream is still on. And in contrast to the reality, now I stepped back to justify my profession as a doctor again. None of this journey was easy. I just highlighted all the achievements I've made so far, but then innumerable challenges, failures, hardship, pain, and scars are behind this smiling face of mine. And I'm sure it's the same with all of y'all too. Growing up in a society where it wasn't easy, or it still isn't easy for some of the girls in the society, where it is difficult for them before birth and after birth also. With circumstances and incidences like female feticide and limited educational opportunities, insufficient sanitation facilities, adolescent school dropouts, and physical and sexual harassment, acid attacks, rapes, domestic violence, dowry harassment, gender inequality, unequal pay, cyberbullying, and what not. Okay, every day each one of us at some point of our life, in some walk of our life, must have faced such situation, and I am no exception to it. I just want to give one message to the women across the world that, a lot of us suffer in silence, unheard, unnoticed, and unanswered. Women, dear women, failures and difficulties don't come to destroy you, but they come to let you realize your hidden inner potential. Let difficulties know that you too are difficult. Voice your opinions, speak out, and seek help. I'm talking to the general public also who's seeing me there, but seek help from these wonderful she teams who are here, who are working day in and day out to ensure your safety. Because your voice has the power to change the generation. And believe in yourself, and there's nothing